Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Fit Guys Over 50. My name's Carl and today I'm going to be reviewing the Force USA Smith machine. Last week we did the Force USA lever gym, and before that we did the Bioforce cable gym. So if you missed those videos, have a look back and you can do a comparison and see which one better suits your needs. Okay guys, so we're back here in front of the Force USA Smith machine. This one I picked up with a FID bench, so flat incline decline bench. It has a preacher curl attachment, also has a leg extension attachment, and you can also do sit-ups, locking your legs over. So this Smith machine also has the PEC Deck for chest development. I'll go through some of those exercises after with it. Good thing about a Smith machine, it has locks, so you can lock the bar wherever you want to start, and so you just spin it backwards and it'll release, and then when you want to put it back you just spin it forward and it'll lock into one of those slots. Also comes with a stop. You can set the stop wherever you like. So if you want to do bench pressing or shoulder pressing a bit higher, you set that wherever you want so it won't fall on you. It's a good safety mechanism. But also, if you don't want to use the Smith machine part, you can also just use the J blocks that'll hold the bar whatever height you want it. You can drop it right down, and you can do some bench pressing on the outside of it, and also has these stops like spotter bars, so you can adjust them wherever you want those to. Adjustable height. You can see down there, you can have it's a low cable pull as well. It has a footrest there, so you can push off and do your seated cable rows as well. So also it has quite a lot of weight horns to hold your weights. They usually come with a standard size, and you just buy these sleeves to go over the standard size bar if you want to use Olympic weights like I do. Also has two top pulleys, which is great. You can do your cable crossovers. Also use it for tricep push downs, tricep extensions. And around the back, we'll go around the back, have a look at the intricate cable system here. Now that took me some putting together when I put it together to work out all those cables, but it is nice and smooth. And also the these horns here for the back plates, they're on an angle, so you don't need to put clips on those because the weights are falling in towards it as well. Another thing, you can see the angle, it's made on an angle so that when you're doing bench pressing or squats, it's a more natural movement rather than just straight up and down. So it's a 7-degree angle. Alright, so might demonstrate some of the exercises that we can do on it. So we're just going to start with some shoulder presses, and you can see I've already put the stops at the right height so I don't drop it or it doesn't squash me if it's too heavy in the end. And so it's just pull back, slides up the rail, and twist forward to lock it in. And if I do drop it, then the stop it. And we can also do some flat. So we'll do some flat bench. So with flat bench, just make sure that you've positioned your seat so that when the bar comes down, because of the angle, that it's actually over your chest. Otherwise you'll be doing too much shoulder work. So it's got a nice arch in this seat as well, so you can get your chest right back. And then lock it. And like I said, if I was to drop it, I can only go to there. Great safety mechanism. So while we've got the bench here, I'll just demonstrate some preacher curls. And you can take this off. It's just a one pin, and it'll come right off if it's in the way. So with preacher curls, make sure that the pad's right up underneath your armpits. You see a lot of guys doing that. That just doesn't do anything. You want to isolate the biceps, and you don't need a lot of weight because you're very isolated. And just pull up as far as you can. Great bicep isolation exercise. Right. So I've just taken off the preacher curl attachment and the handle, and just going to attempt to do some leg extensions. One thing I find with this particular bench, it doesn't have an adjustment for height. So if you've got long legs like me, they hit the floor. So you know, it's good coming up, but you hit the floor, so you're not getting the full range of motion really, because my shoes are hitting the legs on the chair, on the bench. But I guess it's better than nothing. If you can take your shoes off if you wanted to, but that's the only problem with it. That's all right if you're a bit shorter. Anyway, no problem. I've got plenty of other machines to do that on. One thing I also don't really like about this bench is there's no adjustment if you want to do your hamstrings from your feet to your knees. It seems to be a long way away, so it's not a real comfortable. It's not as comfortable as the other bench on the Force USA lever gym, but I'll just show you what I mean. Got to come right down to get my knees in a good position. I guess it's okay. Maybe it's just what I'm used to. Yep, it's still working. Yep, that's good. That's okay. So I guess different benches for different courses. I prefer the other bench on the lever machine, but you know, it's whatever you get used to. We'll get rid of the bench and try some squats. All right, we'll attempt some Smith machine squats. So I've set the stops down quite low. If I drop it or slip, the stops will stop me getting injured, hopefully. Bit of trouble lining up then, but no problem. That's quite a good range of motion. So while we've got the seat out, we'll give the seated rows a go. One thing for sure, that's only 90 kilos, and it feels a lot heavier than the setup on the lever gym. Must be something to do with the cables and the ratios of weight. So you don't need much weight for that. Gives you a good workout. And not forgetting that low pulley can be used for cable bicep curls. I find it easy to get that bench press bar right out of the way, drop it down and step over it, otherwise it'll be hitting your head on it. That's one thing with this machine. It's compact, but you just got to work out the best way to give you maximum room. Very smooth, good bicep exercise. Alright, so we're going to try out the PEC Deck now. Great finisher for after bench pressing for your chest. Squeeze. Yep, that part works all right. Let's see what else we can find to do on it. So tricep extensions from the top pulley. And very smooth. And you can also do tricep pullovers and all different, whatever you can do on a cable machine, you can do on this one. The Lat Pulldown is a bit different. I'll have to show you that one. That's really different. So with the Lat Pulldown attachment, the bar has two holes and you use both cables. Strange setup, and the pulleys will angle in towards you. It's one good thing about it. Seems to do its job. Could do with a bit more weight there, but just a demonstration. And you can't lock your knees underneath anything if you want to pull really heavy weight, which is a disadvantage. So the lever machine, you can do that. So I prefer the lever machine for the lat pull downs. And then of course you've got your cable crossovers as well. Good for the chest. Squeeze. So we're going to do some bench pressing now on the outside of the cage. So I've set the stops or the spotter bars quite low, chest height, and we're just going to lift it from there. You should try and line your eyes up with the bar and push on, chest down, shoulders back. Back up onto your top stops. And you'll notice you use more stability muscles with that than what you do when you're using the Smith machine. So what do I think about the Force USA Smith machine? It's great for beginners, and it's great for intermediates or even advanced if they want to stack on some heavy weights and have that safety part of it there. It's good with the stops and the hooks, J hooks. Like I said, I don't like the bench for leg extensions. Preacher curl attachment's good. I think the mechanism for hooking the barbell back in is a little bit iffy. It's alright when you can see it, but when you're doing squats and you can't quite see it, it's a bit flimsy, so it's hard to line up. But as long as you've got the stops there on the bottom and you have to put it down, you can put it down. For the price, it's fine, and of course, you know, you get what you pay for. If you want to spend $5 grand, $6 grand on a more expensive one, you know, instead of about less than 2,000 on this model, you go ahead. But this will do everything you want it to do. But out of the three gyms, which is my favorite, I'd say the Force USA lever gym. Everything's just so easy on that, easier to operate, easier to change over. In saying that, all three are good machines. The only problem with the Force USA Smith machine, takes up a lot of area. It's quite tall, so you probably wouldn't get it in a normal room. But anyway, you've seen all three now. Have a look at the other videos, make up your mind which one's best for you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell for future notifications on any future videos, and catch you later.